Hey guys, I'm Joe, you're watching Theo Joe Tech, and I thought in this video it would be fun to talk about a photography technique called painting with light. This is a really fun technique and you can make some cool pictures, and the best part is it's really easy. All you have to do is use any camera, even a phone, as long as it has long exposures. So 10-second exposures, 30-second exposures is probably as long as you need, but I'm going to talk about what it is exactly, first of all, obviously, and then I'm going to do a little demonstration about a cool thing you can do with it that I've done in the past, and it should be fun. Now, the concept of painting with light is actually pretty simple. Basically, what you do is turn off all the lights in your room or wherever you're taking the photo, so it's very dark, or it could be outside at night. And then you open the shutter for a very long exposure, say 30 seconds. And if you were to just leave it like that, obviously the photo would be at least very dark or completely black. However, once that shutter is open, you're introducing a light source, whether it's a flashlight, a flash, or something like that, so that while that shutter's open, it collects that single flash and then adds more light to a certain area. So to give you a better idea of how this might be useful, imagine you have only one light and you need to use it to light up a couple objects in your photo a bit more. What you could do is open the shutter when it's very dark and then shine a light on one thing, turn the flashlight off, shine the light on the other thing, then turn the flashlight off, and then once the exposure is complete, both of the things will be lit up because the shutter was collecting all the light during both instances, but it wouldn't really collect the information when the light wasn't on, even if you, for example, moved your hand in front of the shutter or something like that. Hopefully that explanation was simple enough. It's a lot easier if you actually see it in action, but with this technique you can actually get really creative with some of the lighting in your photos, and I'm going to show you how to light up a set of CD stacks. This is going to be a kind of a cool picture using a multicolored flashlight. Hopefully this will be a little bit interesting and you guys can see some of the cool stuff you can do. This is just one example, and maybe you guys can have some ideas of your own. So let me just show you what to do. Okay, so I want you to see what I have set up here. This is my camera, and I've already framed everything. What you want to do is just get everything framed up, and then over here I have a couple of CD stacks, and you'll see what I'm going to do with this. And then the other thing I have is this little flashlight, and the cool thing about this is it actually does different colors. It has white, then it has a red only, blue only, and then green only. So what I'm going to actually do is light up each CD stack with a different color while the lights are off, so then when the exposure is complete, the only thing going to be lit up is the CD stacks in each respective color. So it's going to look really cool, and let's see how to do it. So this is what it's going to look like in camera, and what you want to do is just frame everything up, make sure everything's in focus that you want it to be in focus before you turn off all the lights. And this is a little bit cut off because this is only showing 16:9, but the camera's actually going to take the picture in 4:3, but you can get the idea. So now the camera's in manual mode, and I'm just going to change the shutter speed, and we're going to make this obviously very slow. Let's do 15 seconds or so. Yeah, 15 seconds should be okay. And then we're going to need an ISO. We're probably going to have to actually experiment a bit, and you're going to have to do this to get the exposure right, because I don't know what the exposure should really be with the flashlight on it. So let's just start off, I'd say, with 1000 and see how that goes, and see how the picture ends up after that. F4, no, I want the really shallow, and I have it on manual focus already. So now it's all set up how I want, and we're ready to turn off the lights and shoot. All right, so now the lights are off. Obviously this is going to look really dark, and I realized there's only there's like a little window open, so I actually turned down the camera to about 100 ISO, because over 15 seconds it might look really bright. So let's just take the shot, and now what we're going to do, we'll do red, then we'll do green, and then blue. I think we just caught it. And I'm looking at the picture, it looks really cool, maybe if not a little bit bright. I'll put it on the screen. And let's try a different exposure. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the camera on 50 ISO on this camera. This is as low as it goes, and we'll take the picture. And again, as you can see, I can walk in front of the camera no problem, and it can't really tell because I'm not exposing it enough. Green and blue. Okay, and perfect timing. And that looks really cool as well. And we're just gonna keep trying until we get it the way we want it to look. You can kind of experiment, like maybe if I cover up the top so I can get it all the way up there without exposing it necessarily. Let's see what that does. And I really like the way that looks. So I think I'm gonna finish up with that one, and that'll be our final product. So this is what you'll end up with, and as you can see, the flashlight itself is not in the photo, so it kind of looks like the CDs are just glowing. Looks really cool, and this is just one of the effects you can use. You can use not just a flashlight, but you can light up a realistic scene with some other types of lights. Anyway, that was just to give you an idea. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section what you thought, and I'm really interested in hearing what you think. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it, and if you want to hear more about types of techniques of photography, if I can think of any, then I'm definitely looking forward to hearing from you on that. If you want to keep watching, I've got some other videos on the right hand side. You can either click those or look in the description for the same link, like if you're on a phone. And if you want to subscribe, I make new videos 3 times a week, so I think it should be worth it. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Have a good one.